You wake up, but something feels off. The thoughts don't come, words get stuck. And what caused it? Might be that spoonful of raisins in your cereal. Like a fog covering your thoughts. Now let's break it down. Here's what you need to know. If you're over 60, you really need to hear this. Because sometimes, what seems like a healthy choice, a natural food, full of fiber and energy, can be doing the exact opposite of what you hoped for. Especially when it comes to your brain, raisins seem simple, even comforting. Many of us grew up with them in snacks, cereal, even bread. But what almost no one realizes is how their concentrated sugar builds up in your blood. And over time, starts affecting memory, focus, and clarity. Especially after 60, when your brain needs more care than ever. Let me tell you what happened to Harold, 76. Harold was always an active man. He loved going for walks, reading the full newspaper, doing crossword puzzles. But over the past 2 years, he started forgetting names, repeating the same stories. And sometimes he'd just stare at the fridge, not remembering why. At first, he thought it was just tiredness or aging. But everything changed when his granddaughter, Emma, asked why he ate that same little bowl of raisins every day. Harold had always believed it was a healthy habit, natural, guilt-free. But out of curiosity, he decided to look into it. And he found out that, without realizing it, he was giving his brain a sugar spike every single morning. Day after day. It explained a lot. And scared him more than he expected. These foods might seem harmless, but they're anything but. 1. In morning cereal, the quiet beginning. You wake up trying to do the right thing. You fix your bowl carefully. Oats, grains, milk, a few raisins on top just for flavor. What seems harmless wakes your brain with a sudden sugar surge. It's like turning on a car engine and dumping thick syrup into the fuel tank. Your brain revs, spins, then stalls. The scariest part? You don't feel it right away. You just notice you're slower, more distracted, mentally foggy. And since this ritual repeats day after day, the damage builds silently. What used to be quick thinking becomes hesitation. What used to be clarity becomes clouded. A tiny habit that ends up stealing your sharpness. But breakfast is just the beginning. As the day goes on, this trap shows up dressed as convenience. 2. In healthy bars and snacks, the fake ally. You grab a fit snack bar on the go. The label promises energy, fiber, dried fruits. But what you're really getting is a concentrated sugar bomb. Raisins, rice syrup, honey, puffed grains. Tastes sweet, feels light. But in your brain, it's like setting off fireworks inside a library. Too much flash, too much noise, then total silence. These snacks cause huge glucose spikes, and your body scrambles to bring sugar levels back down. And with that crash comes mental fatigue, irritability, brain fog, memory blanks. The trickiest part, the disguise. You think you're being healthy, but your brain knows better. And it responds with burnout. And even when your meal looks fresh and colorful, the real danger might be in the final detail. 3. In salads and healthy meals, the final touch that clouds your mind. You're doing everything right. Building a beautiful salad with vibrant greens, seeds, olive oil, and finish it off with a few raisins. Just a small handful for that sweet contrast. But that tiny handful can become a quiet sabotage. Combined with store-bought dressings, fruit slices, croutons, the sugar load climbs higher than expected. Your brain, instead of being fueled, gets flooded. It's like painting a calm scene and suddenly splashing neon paint across the canvas. It breaks the balance, overwhelms the senses. And in your body, mental slowness, scattered thoughts, weak memory. The meal looked light, but left you heavy. Take the raisins out, and what starts to return is your long-lost clarity. And when you remove that tiny, sweet villain, the one that seemed so harmless, what happens inside you? Feels Like waking up from a fog. Imagine waking up without that heaviness in your head. With a light mind. Thoughts flowing again, like clear water. You read a sentence and understand it right away. You remember where you left your keys. You feel present. Like something that was holding you back has finally let go. That's clarity. That's lucidity. That's the feeling of clean energy, not the kind that makes you jittery, but the kind that carries you all day long. And it all starts just by removing one small thing from your plate. If this made sense to you, you've already taken a huge step, because it's not about cutting everything. It's about seeing what no one ever told you. And if you've ever felt that mental fog, that strange, unexplained fatigue, maybe now you know where to begin. Have you ever felt that kind of tiredness? Tell me in the comments. And remember this. Sometimes what seems healthy might be speeding up your brain's aging. In the jungle. Next video. The healthy food that ages your brain.